Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about a classic sci-fi gem. We're going to be talking about Stargate, 1994 film directed by Roland Emmerich, starring Kurt Russell and James Spader. This movie kicked off a massive franchise that has drawn in a massive fan base over the years. And with the revival talks in the works at Amazon, it can't help but wonder, does the original still hold up today? So today we're going to be talking about the original film. So why don't you get your favorite snacks, kick back, relax, and let's get to it.
What is that?
It's your Stargate.
Stargate follows disgraced Egyptologist Daniel Jackson, played by James Spader, who was recruited by Catherine Langford, played by Vivica Lindfors, to help the military decipher some symbols on an ancient Egyptian artifact, the Stargate. Their goal is to activate the Stargate and explore what is on the other side. Shortly after arriving, Dr. Jackson meets Colonel Jack O'Neill, who's played by Kurt Russell, and he is leading the military expedition through the Stargate. But little do they know what awaits them on the other side of the Stargate. After they emerge from the Stargate, they discover that they are on a desert world that is similar to ancient Egypt, a planet called Abydos, complete with pyramids, a race of enslaved humans, and a ruler that claims to be the sun god Ra. Shortly after arriving, they meet the inhabitants of the planet, and the people mistake them for gods. What the people don't know is that their gods are really just an alien race called the Goa'uld, a parasitic snake-like creature that takes over human hosts and gives them abilities that make them appear to be gods. Fast forwarding a bit, after an attack from Ra at the pyramid, Colonel O'Neill and Dr. Jackson return only to be brought before Ra, and it's revealed that O'Neill had brought a nuke to the planet and intended to set it off. O'Neill attempts to kill Ra, and in the process, Daniel gets killed. In retaliation, Ra attacks the Abydonians, and this inspires them to try and fight back against Ra and the Goa'uld. Shortly after, Daniel ends up being revived via sarcophagus, which have mystical healing abilities, even bringing someone back from death. Ra brings O'Neill and the other soldiers out in front of the Abydonians and forces Daniel to shoot them. But just before he does, he turns and fires upon Ra and his soldiers. This is when the Abydonian Revolution starts, and O'Neill, Daniel, and the soldiers are able to make their escape amidst the chaos. After a successful attack against Ra's soldiers from the Abydonians, Ra is forced to retreat from Abydos and ends up being destroyed by the nuke O'Neill beams aboard last second. With Ra destroyed, the people of Abydos are free, and the team from Earth returns home, except for Daniel, who chose to stay behind and live a life on Abydos. Now, I know a lot of people didn't like this movie, mainly because of the casting. I get it. A lot of people prefer Richard Dean Anderson and Michael Shanks, and that's okay. I prefer the series over the movie as well. I get it. However, I think that for the movie, those two were perfectly cast for their roles. I think that if those two had been in the series instead, it would have completely changed the entire dynamic of the series. And it wouldn't be I don't think it would be as good as it is. Now, were there some things that they could change about the movie to make it a little bit better? Yes. But it's too late for that now. The movie is still a good watch overall. Whenever I see anybody about to start a Stargate watch through, I always tell them start with this movie. It is important to start at the beginning where things come from, even if it was amended in the beginning of the show. I personally gave this movie a 9 out of 10, but I know my ratings are going to be a little bit higher than most simply because of the fact that I'm a massive sci-fi nerd and I'm a massive Stargate fan. I think that this movie gets a little bit too much hate, but I understand it. So I think that as long as people are willing to give it a chance and properly start where they need to for this show, it's going to open up the rest of the universe in a way that's going to be way more enjoyable. All right, enough about me rambling about Stargate. Yes, it is the greatest documentary of all time, but I know you guys are probably sick of hearing me yap. So that's where I'm going to cut it. Thank you for checking out this video. If you guys did enjoy it, please leave a like, a subscribe, a comment. All that stuff really does help out the channel. Even if you hated the video, even if you think that I'm a total moron, leave something. It does help. It does help the content get better. It helps the channel grow. And that's what we're all about. So thank you for checking this out. And I will see you guys on the next review.